Hi, my name is Mario. Hi, today I'll be presenting two scriptures that I found in the Bible that I think they relate to the service learning project that I did at Whitcomb Alternative School. Um, one of these two scriptures are related to working in teams, which is the area that I can say I enjoy the most and I develop the most too. Um, these two, I'm gonna read them for you. These two scriptures are, the first one is Matthew chapter 18, verse 20, and it says, For where two or three are gathered in my name, there am I among them." And the second scripture says, the second is Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9. Two are better than one because they have a good reward for the toil. I think that what these scriptures are telling us is that it is somehow it's better to work in group when you can effectively do it, and like when doing one tasks it is easier and you can accomplish something if you're working with more than one person. Like if you can effectively connect with your team members and all of your team members are committed to accomplish one common goal. In our case, the common goal that we shared and we had first of all was basically, when we talk about it, it was having a big and positive impact on in the life of these kids. When I first heard about this project, I was a little bit nervous and I didn't know what to expect. I was also kind of nervous because I wasn't too excited about presenting in front of a whole class, or I like I'm really like I like to help people. I like to like give to others. I like to service, but I just didn't want to like be in front of the classroom like teaching them because I knew I was gonna get nervous, and I'm usually a shy person, so that was honestly a challenge for me. But after all, I can say that I really enjoy this project, and one of the reasons is because like the first week I was really nervous, but my team members helped me a lot through the project. I remember them basically like motivating me and telling me all the time like you can do it. Like okay, we know that you don't like speaking in public, and well, another reason why I didn't want to do it was because of my accent. I'm not a native speaker. I'm a international student, and basically they tremendously helped me. Um, the first week I remember I was just the facilitator for the group, so basically I didn't speak too much. I was just like kind of helping with small activities. The second week actually I was the leader, so I actually learned a lot from like taking the position of the leader and planning all the activities, planning the timing, using my creativity, and I was I was the one motivating them. So basically, I told myself that I could do it. I did it, and it was actually really good because we were able to connect with the kids since the first week. They really seemed to like us. I think that the lessons, the experiences, and the life examples that we gave to them were really helpful to them because got to to see, we got to listen from them what they wanted to do. They told us like some of their goals and what they wanted to do in the future. They also got really motivated about working and setting their goals and basically finding a purpose for their life, because most of these kids are kids who doesn't have any opportunities. They basically need of a guidance or someone to help them, or like tell them that they are worth it. They can do things. They can achieve things if they wanted to do them. And basically, well, from the textbooks, I think that I decided to talk about working in teams because, like I said before, it was the area that impact. It was yeah, it was the area that I improved the most. So I'll just read a couple of like I'll just mention a couple of advantages and disadvantages of working with groups or in a team. Basically, some of the advantages of these are that when you work in a group, basically you are able to learn from each other because the different personalities and ideas can tremendously contribute to a team. So another of the advantages is that there is a formation of synergy of ideas and abilities, and there is also a great increase of exchange of information, where you can basically gain a lot if you are an open person and the groups decides to like listen to everyone's opinions and share ideas and just like have a democracy where everyone can like give their opinions and everyone is agree about taking the best one. Um, there is also an there is also an improvement in the independency of the workflow. There is also more feedback, which is basically um, like if I probably say like okay we're gonna do this, the other team members are allowed to be like hey like I think that this is good, but we could also add this or do that, or like maybe I don't think this could work because of these reasons or and finally I think that the other reason the other disadvantage of working groups is that the commitment increases a lot because the group is able to there is a group commitment. So basically if you're not too motivated, usually your other team members are there to motivate you, and usually you end up like getting motivated and like working and finally accomplishing your results, the objectives that you have for that project. When it comes to the disadvantages, I'll say that there are some disadvantages like for example the first one I'll say that it will be incompatibility of the team members, which is basically like yeah like sometimes there is a hard time when one person has one type of personality, then another person is another type of personality, for example type A and type B a personality. Type A the persons that usually like doing the work, like get it done on time. That usually the type B personality, which is like leaving the work until the last minute, but getting it done. There is also usually with working with teams, there is usually some members who are less motivated to do the work. So usually that causes conflicts to arise. There is usually also some resistance to change because sometimes a team member takes one position and says, no, we're going to do this or we're going to do that. And then that's where democracy has to be present and be like, hey, like the majority of the group says we're going to do this and we think this is better, and then just be open to accept that. And another other disadvantages would be to basically it's what it happens sometimes that like one of the team members doesn't put the same effort, so then the other ones have to work more, and at the end basically yeah like two or three members of the group usually work more than the other person. But above all, I think that with communication and being open to listen to others, I think all of this can help you to have a really good group. And finally, from subject two, I decided to pick service learning. I think that those are the big. This is basically the purpose of the project itself, and service because we were basically helping these kids. We were teaching them some basic and really helpful techniques of how to how to build a resume, how to do an interview, how to get prepared to the real world, to when it comes to getting a job. And for learning, I'll say that because I was like this project tremendously helped me to develop my communication skill. I never like worked in a group like this before, so it really helped me to know what it is to work in a group, to know what it is to be part of a self-managed team where you work together to accomplish a common goal. And this is the end of my thoughts on this project.